We're good now?
I think we're good. Do we tell people what just happened, or we just
welcome back. You all missed a podcast. You all missed the podcast that we only have 3 listeners, where we recorded a podcast. Is it a podcast if no one hears it? Pod.
It's just a cast.
So we're back. It's August 22nd, Carol Worldwide, and we're excited to be here. Hopefully for real this time.
I feel like we've done this before
because
it's weird.
Steve declared our podcasting equipment dead.
Yes.
And would someone else like to say what happened next?
It was actually, it was borderline on the supernatural. The recorder, it just absolutely died. It just stopped working. It had the batteries should have been fine. It had I know it was 3 out of 4 batteries were fresh.
Right.
And the other one was...
Why weren't they 4 out of 4, huh?
Well, just because the 4th one had only been charging for, 15 minutes or so.
Gotcha.
But the battery indicator said we were about 75% when we started the podcast. And I didn't notice any errors or any issues or indications that we were running out of juice. And all of a sudden, it just stopped working. And so then we tried various combinations of batteries and even put them in different ways because the labeling on the unit is a little bit ambiguous.
Right.
That sounds funny. The labeling on the unit is a little ambiguous.
Get to the punchline where I'm amazing.
So then Dennis fondled the batteries, put them back in, and it works.
So basically, we're going to interview and see if I'm going to run the podcast equipment from now on.
Yeah.
I think that is. But we already know what we're going to talk about, but I don't know if it's...
Because we already did.
We already talked about it.
Awesome lunch, though.
That lunch was outrageous.
Yeah, I already forgot what we talked about already.
You see?
Right. We had every meat known to man, right? We had veal. We had...
Elk.
There was no veal.
Yes, there
There
was.
was. You forgot it because you ate so many meats.
There was veal chop with crab risotto.
I thought you said it was lamb.
There was
We
lamb,
also
too.
had lamb.
Jeez whiz, okay.
No, I'm sorry. It was veal with crab risotto. We had pork chop with grits from Union Mills. By the way, we had lunch, and our sponsor is Buds at Silver Run, the legendary Buds at Silver Run. We're talking steamed mussels, sauteed wild mushrooms, baked rockfish, Chesapeake with crab imperial and braised leeks.
Man, I feel like you're a waiter just like telling us the...
It was funnier the first time.
May I bring you off?
That's awesome.
May I bring
They
you off something
missed
to
the
drink?
first time.
I know, but I didn't. Gives them the sense of community by referencing that whole thing. So, Buds at Silver Run, they gave us full-plated cloth napkins. Everything was like exquisitely cooked at temperature.
Oh
my gosh, it was so good. And where can we find them? Where can we book a reservation? Tell me more.
Go to the web. Go to budsatsilverrun.com.
So we go to the web.
The web.
As in the world
Walk
wide
to the web and go to www.budsatsilverrun.com. And this is the kind of place where you take your date, you go for a special occasion. It's or you can just go for lunch.
Who does their website?
Very upscale food. Bismarcky.com. Do their website.
Well, they love Bismarcky.
Might as well plug myself.
I don't know why you're allowed to repeat things, but I'm not. I don't get it.
Well, he's doing like an advertising thing, so we got to give him a little bit of...
My waiter comment was for our sponsor.
Well, maybe it was the delivery.
We got some contention here.
Jeez.
But there's no contention that Buds at Silver Run gave us some exquisite food.
It was really good.
And are out of this world. Steve, any complaints? Because you're the most critical in food.
I actually have no complaints.
You morphed
No.
down that elk.
You followed your food rules, right? You did consumption in the way that suits your idiosyncrasy.
Dennis almost lost his chance to get the elk because it was just sitting there because he was late. You had a third, I had a third approximately. We left a generous third for him, and it was I'm like, dude, the elk is going to move, but you finally grabbed it.
It was good.
But yeah.
You're not going to get cuisine like this anywhere else around here. You're just not.
I got to agree with that.
For real.
Very good.
Yep.
So Buds at Silver Run, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And since I didn't say it this time, my wife won't know I'm promising to take her. Oh no! I did it again! Gosh, there's my one out.
So what is going on in Carol Worldwide this week?
I'm switching up the order, guys. I'm switching up the order because we can't go in the same order.
can't.
It's going to be the same. It can't be the same show. So I'm just going to go straight into Lord of the Flies. What happened in the Eldersburg online community this weekend, Randy?
Lord of the Flies happened. The admins decided. Now this is the Eldersburg online community, literally not the Berg. It's a very
Right.
different, two different groups. The EOC, as it's called, we're having a lot of problems with a lot of fighting, a lot of ugliness, a lot of seemingly racist posts. So they decided, I think there's 3 admins. They decided we're just going to take the weekend off, and as you described,
The whole weekend.
yeah, they
That
were
was
not
the
going.
plan.
They were not going to administrate the group for the entire weekend, and as Dennis described perfectly, evidently it descended into a Lord of the Flies situation, and started to completely.
Did they kill Piggy?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie.
Spoiler, it's a book.
Oh,
It was a movie too. Wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, but it wasn't a novelization of a movie. It was a book first.
As most of them are.
Yeah.
Accoutrement. So we're just going to throw that in there.
That was way funnier the first time.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the community basically collapsed upon itself, and then the admins came back about an hour later. I mean, all this took place in what, like an hour, 2 hours?
They speed run an entire unregulated community
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah, which is interesting because the Berg was going to do this, but the admin of the Berg first announced that he was thinking of doing an admin-free hour every Friday from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., calling it happy hour, where you could post do anything you wanted, completely unrestricted. And he allowed everybody to talk about it, and it was sort of voted down because people thought, well, it's going to be spam, it's going to be porn, it's going to be... So they decided not to do it, but they just went ahead and did it. And
Didn't work out very well.
I don't think it worked
Well,
out
what was
very
the
well.
goal of it?
Well, I'm not sure what the goal was. I think the goal may have been I thought the goal was for the admins to just catch their breath and gain some sanity back.
Yeah, right.
Now, a friend of mine, we'll just call him Jay, he theorizes,
Was that his name last time?
yes,
Yes.
that was his name
I
last
thought
time.
so.
His name might be Jay.
It might be
Yeah.
actually Jay.
And he theorizes that they just did it for attention. That's very viable.
People say.
People say.
People say.
But, my take on it is if you're going to admin a group, then you should admin the group. You shouldn't get into it with the users. Don't fight with the users. That's how these people got lost respect. The users lost respect for these particular admins.
Kings stay kings.
Yes, act like a king and be treated like one.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
If you've always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. So,
So,
looking good?
anyway, we're going to take a quick break to make sure we don't have any technical difficulties.
And we're back.
Because you backed that up already?
It's automatic.
nice.
Well, wasn't it automatic last time?
No, because when the thing just crapped out, I don't think it took the half a second it needed to finalize the file. So we...
Okay, so like we've got our 7 minutes. of
Unless,
heaven.
do you want to final the batteries again? Is that what you wanted to do?
Hey, I like touching them.
Oh, you missed it, Randy. Whatever.
Anyway, my take on it is if you're going to admin, either be an admin or be a user. Don't try to be both. It doesn't work out that way.
Well, it doesn't sound like it worked out for the good community, but I mean, maybe people realize that like you can't just have an unregulated community, and that free speech online unregulated is a sham, or just
It doesn't exist.
/b on 4chan, which like you can't go on without risking
Yes.
seeing things you shouldn't see.
And once that happened, other groups were created to try to pick up the slack.
Splinter cells.
Splinter Cells, yes, another group was created just to post screenshots and bash that group. So it got ugly.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. And well, I guess we talked about a little life and death in the online community, life and death in the business community. Cold Stone Creamery, RIP, no longer a thing. Wasn't my favorite place, wasn't technically a local place, but I'm guessing there was probably a local franchisee, so there was some local business connection. But I did occasionally like to go there. When I wanted my Heath bar cut up into some very rich ice cream,
Yes.
that was the place to go. And I thought their cakes, I mean, Hoffman's is very good too, but I thought some of their crazy specialty cakes were very good there too.
I feel like, though, Cold Stone and Hoffman's are completely different animals.
They are
I
very.
understand that they all sell ice cream, but
Oh, yeah.
Hoffman's is that, Carroll County local, homemade, everything's homegrown, delicious ice cream. And then
I don't think, can you beat Hoffman's?
I don't think you can.
I don't think so either.
I really don't think so. I mean, if you, like you said, Dennis, if you want some fancy thing on a frozen marble slab that mixes everything up and you pay dearly for that, then you need to go to Cold Stone. But I mean, you really can't beat Hoffman's.
No.
And they're not a sponsor. We're just saying this
No.
because they're awesome.
No, and
But they should be a sponsor because I could do some Hoffman's ice cream after that fantastic lunch that
see
we
now,
had today.
now you're doing my food rules. When you eat something hot and delicious, you've got to have ice cream after. But I think ice cream would have
I feel like
insulted
you
what
just
we
eat ice.
had.
Don't you just eat ice cream after everything? Isn't that your food rule?
Or
Mine, yeah.
in place of everything.
But
done
then we
For
have.
me, it's more chocolate. It could be ice cream, cake, otherwise, but you need chocolate after it.
This is a whole
Pretty much
separate
anything.
podcast.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do the
well,
Food Rules
and,
podcast.
and of course the food cast, and then Paradiso Pizzeria confirmed is now Life is Pizza. New ownership that had been previously affiliated, good terms, no
But
problems.
wait, do we know why Cold Stone closed?
I mean, I assume it was not making money. I mean,
It
I
was
don't
always
know.
crowded when I went there.
I don't know. One of the things said that like there was a note on the door that like the tenants hadn't paid rent or something. People were saying
one of
that was the
those.
case.
Oh, so the property owner kicked them out, you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you don't like, just a little look into Maryland law. It's like pretty easy to like run a business out of your building. It's pretty hard to run a person that's making a residence there. So like, if they're late with their payment and they were being difficult, maybe they weren't. I have no clue.
Interesting.
But like, if you can't pay your overhead, then you can't. You're not making money. You're stiffing people.
The plot thickens.
So, Life is Pizza is good. Their pizza's bigger, better, great. I loved it. I had
Wait.
some.
What? Their pizza is, they've improved the pizza?
I think it's a little better than it was. I like Paradiso Pizza, but I think
Me too.
I think they changed the recipes ever so slightly, and their pizzas are now, their large is now 18 inches, not 16 inches. So the box is like ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
So, more bang for your buck, or whatever you would say. So I really liked it. And that's all the business news in Dennis's Business Corner.
I have a business item.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this. I just remembered it. There was a big old scandal that happened at our favorite Mediterraneo.
No.
Now, I sent you the video, but I think it got removed. Mediterraneo, they deleted all of this, but they made a post that they're asking people to please not steal from them. You know, if you go to a restaurant, you might steal the accoutrement, Steve, is what it's called. Like the silverware or a cup or something.
Like the actual silver or the plastic silverware?
The actual silverware from a real restaurant.
People
let's say.
steal. I mean, I guess they do, but that seems like totally crass and tasteless.
This I don't mind talking about. They got on video a teenage girl stealing they have one of those like rock salt candles on their tables. Saw the girl take it and put it under her shirt, all on camera, and the family was like coaxing her to do it, like daring her to do it.
I did see that brief. I didn't know what I was watching, and then the post was deleted.
Yes.
So people were like chuckling about it.
Yes. Yeah. So I think, and like I showed it to my daughter, and I think she recognized one of the girls in it. And like an hour later, everything was deleted because I think they got caught and probably pleaded to please take the information down. But you can run, but you can't hide.
Carol Worldwide.
From Carol Worldwide is the thing, Dennis.
Let's try it again.
You can run, but you can't hide.
From Carol Worldwide. I screwed it up. Well, I thought we were going to do it together.
I was just going to let you try it on your own because I messed up the
Are you ready?
first time.
You can run, but you can't hide.
From
Carol Worldwide.
There you go.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
We're really on
with,
fire.
with that note, we're going to take another short break and make sure our technology is working properly. We'll be right back. And so far, so good.
You want to give us a report, Steve?
No.
Steve's Technical Corner.
TechCast.
TechCast, everybody. It's just going to be one long dial tone.
It's good to know that people are more interested in my food rules than anything technological. That's how we roll.
Truth.
So what else do we have? Anything else on Carol Worldwide?
So I think the new hotness, it's not how are the roads, it's not that kind of stuff. It is, what about the grass clippings in the roads?
How is grass clippings on the roads? Yes.
So like the current thing is like people are blowing their grass clippings on the roads, which like absent anything else, like keep your trash in your yard, right? Steve's already ready for me to go into my spiel here, and I'm like, I'm getting revved up for
I don't know
it.
if you can do it.
I'm gonna throttle it up. Use the hand mode. And so, absolutely, you shouldn't put your leaves, your grass clippings, any of your crap from your yard. You shouldn't like deposit it in the road, understanding that a wind or something could like make a little bit of debris go out. But the big point of contention is, motorcyclists are saying this makes the road dangerous for them, and I don't dispute that it may. But my position is, if you're on a 50-mile-per-hour rocket and a grass clipping can kill or give you road rash, maybe you need to reconsider where you're riding your goddamn bikes. Okay? It's a little bit of victim blaming here. I'm not saying those people are at fault, but what I am saying is that it seems like grossly unsafe if old Betty with her little push mower is going to kill you on your motorcycle. It just seems like there's a lot of country roads around here where you're going to take that risk.
Yeah.
Seems high. I mean, motorcycles seem high risk. Maybe I'm just a ninny.
Well, they are high risk as they are. But...
Bombshell from Dennis.
If it's such a problem,
I'm glad you clarified what that sound effect was, because it sounded a little bit like a cash register.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. That's a cash register.
It was pretty much the same sound followed by a noise.
I'm with you, Steve. I thought it was a cash register exploding, which I was not sure I get that. Maybe that's
Why
the
would
sound
a cash register explode?
Well, you're the one who played the sound.
Why would it explode?
That's because of all the sponsors coming in. Because they all hate motorcycles.
And children.
And children. Now we hate
kids, motorcycles,
and people who put grass clippings onto the road.
No, we don't hate the motorcycles. We hate the grass clipping people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I do think they are assholes. But it just seems like if there's a common occurrence that literally threatens your basic function on that, it seems like it's maybe go up into the tundra and ride your bike.
There's tundras available in Westminster.
You just ship that sucker up to Canada and go to town. What else do we have this week? We talked about the life and death business. We talked about Eldersburg Online. We talked about
Mediterranean's theft.
I think there's something crabby.
Oh, that's right. Steve actually knows what happened because he's heard this episode already. So if any of you are stunned, Steve has the inside track. This is all to make him look good, but he just ended up eating crickets a lot. So someone posted on, I think it was Westminster.
I could actually explain.
Oh yeah, explain it. Explain it back to us.
So on one of the online communities, I just don't remember which one.
Doesn't matter.
Someone had an excess of steamed crabs and offered them to whoever would like them. And then apparently lots of people, including our very own Dennis, said that he would love...
It was Randy. You're pointing at me. You said Dennis.
You're pointing at me and saying Dennis.
Sorry. Yeah. Our very own Randy weighed in and said, I would like some, but didn't get any.
No.
And we're not really sure if anyone did get any crabs. Was
the
this a ruse?
Well, that person stopped talking, and now I'm wondering, if you're... this is like Craigslist. If you're posting on the community, hey, anybody want to come to my house and pick up these crabs? Is that person even still alive anymore?
Right.
Maybe they just rounded up 20 rubes and killed them. The only time people are disappointed not to get crabs.
What's a rube?
Rube is someone who's easily fooled and
that's what I
stupid
thought.
and stuff like that. We've kind of barreled through my joke, but Steve loved it. He loved it over there. So I think that's it for take 2 on this.
I think so.
So thank you again to Buds at Silver Run.
Delicious.
BudsAtSilverRun.com.
It was great. I literally walked in the room and they had full plates, napkins, all this food that was prepared like it was a sit down meal, and I was stunned because essentially this room becomes sort of like a college dorm room bachelor feel when we do this podcast. But it classed up the joint just having the food there.
It did.
Yes.
And so
Everybody go there this weekend. There's no place like it.
if you don't unsubscribe, you ungrateful bastards.
No.
So this is Dennis Twig.
This is Randy Goldstein.
Steve Lowe.
Hopefully it worked.
Yep.